right, so we are choosing our own bumper music from now through Christmas. And Joan, you had yours at the 6 o'clock hour. I did mine in the 5. We will review when we do the cross with Brian. So now we come to Sam. Sam, what do you got?
21 Pilots, Christmas Saves the Year.
21 Pilots. Okay.
Snow falls down from the gray sky. Ashes fall in the sea.
See, Joan, I like this. Joan, thumbs up, thumbs down. You don't hear this kind of stuff on the Christmas music stations.
I give it the sideways thumb.
Sort of okay.
Wait for the hook, Joan.
Okay.
You might turn that thumb up.
I know they're a faithful group.
I like, though, Joan, how what he did is he's making us wait for the hook.
Yeah.
25, 35, 45, 60 seconds.
Eating into your show.
It's a good trick there, Sam. Since I always tell him, make sure you cue it up to the hook.
Yeah.
So that we don't spend an inordinate amount of time waiting for the hook.
Right.
Is this the hook? Please tell me this is the hook.
Oh, the hook was Christmas Saves the Year, but you were talking over
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Sure, blame the victim, Sam. Whatever. Love it, Sam. Thank you very much.
I learned from the Democrats to victim blame.
There you go. That's exactly what you do.
Perfect.
All right, real quick. And you know what? If Brian is listening, if Brian wants to bring one in for his 8:30, I don't know when. Is Brian going to come in during at like 8:35 or when is he going to come? I don't even know.
You can text him. I'll text him.
Well, he said, I'll see you at the cross, but I don't know if he means like 8:50 or 8:35.
Oh, yeah. He started the cross
Are you sure he's not talking about the cross?
What?
That's a Jesus joke.
Oh, ha. Okay.
All right. RFK Jr. This was announced yesterday.
This morning, I signed a declaration. Sex-rejecting procedures are neither safe nor effective treatment for children with gender dysphoria.
Yep. So what he did is they're basically now saying that you cannot give children these kinds of hormone blockers, et cetera. This is the headline from the Associated Press. Trump administration moves to cut off transgender care for children. This makes a lot of sense. And actually, Joan, Sam said something really good, and it harkened back to what I said about the people that are like pro-Palestine, you know what I mean, and anti-Israel.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where what I said during that whole time, where we had all of these people on the college campuses, anti-Semitic, Gaza, pro-Gaza, all that stuff, pro-Hamas. What I said was those people should be forced to watch all of the footage of maybe you folks remember this, of the horrifying attacks and what they did to innocent babies and women. And then see what they say. Well, the people like Pramila Jayapal and the Democrats and some Republicans who are for these kinds of procedures and surgeries for children under the age of 18, they should be forced to watch and listen to and speak to the people who have gone through these transitions and gone through these procedures at the age of 13, 14, 15, 16 years old and realized that this was not for them, but they've gone through these life-changing and body-altering procedures.
And they're irreversible. I don't care what anybody says, because the left loves to say, oh, no, puberty blockers are bull stuff.
Bull-dermy.
Nah.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services on Thursday unveiling a series of regulatory actions designed to block access to gender-affirming care for minors, building on broader Trump administration restrictions targeting transgender Americans. The sweeping proposals, the most significant moves this administration has taken so far to restrict the use of puberty blockers, hormone therapy, and surgical interventions for transgender children, include cutting off federal Medicaid and Medicare funding from hospitals that provide such services, et cetera, and so forth. I think this is great. You know what I would say? What took so long? That's one of the things that I would say, and I'm not, throwing stones, but I love this. The other thing, that I like, and this is one more comment from RFK Jr. This is not medicine. It is malpractice. Sex-rejecting procedures rob children of their futures. You were telling me something off the air, Sam, about somebody who had gone through this. It sounded like it was horrifying. This was an instance, and I've interviewed some of these people. Chris certainly has as well, who have tried to, detransition or transition back to, their original gender and so forth. But you were telling me about a woman, or I don't know who it was or what the gender was, but somebody that was in a wheelchair. And they were so disfigured and they had such a negative reaction to everything that this person had done to transition. And as you said, Joan, and as we've talked about, they'll never be able to go back.
Yeah. Well, it went viral for the wrong reasons. This poor woman with cerebral palsy fell into the gender ideology cult, and she went viral for having not just the top surgery, but whatever they call making a fake penis from the forearm of a woman. And so Shire Eichik got on Libs of TikTok and posted, as a reminder after this bill was passed, what we're trying to protect kids from, because her body was mangled. I mean, her arm was from the elbow to the wrist was just completely scarred up. And she's cerebral palsy obviously gives people, certain mannerisms and condition that they have to live with, and she's posing in her wheelchair, and they're trying to say that she looks happy, and all I see is a tortured young woman that was manipulated by people. And
there's so many people, they are manipulated by the doctors, they're manipulated online. This sort of, I must be another gender, and I need to transition. There's a lot of that goes on within social media and within, places like TikTok and so forth. And so they lead these kids astray, thinking that the answer to their psychological problems would be, you want to be happy, transition to the other gender and go through all of these surgeries, all of these puberty blockers. And the doctors and the activist groups, they go right along with it. And as we talked about with Vanderbilt years ago, there is a crap ton of money to be made in this. And so there's all kinds of different ways to speak about this. But it's horrifying the way that the Democrats are going through and reacting to what Trump and RFK Jr. Is doing. And we're going to talk about that coming up, because I think what outrages you says a lot about you. I've always said that. Pramila Jayapal has gone bat crap crazy ballistic over the Trump administration trying to save children. Without further ado, leftist, Democrat, progressive Pramila Jayapal. By the way, I have not heard this audio yet, Joan. It was recommended to me, so let's listen together to the insanity.
Colleagues across the aisle, so-called limited government people, suddenly want government to get in the way of the decisions that parents and their kids make together. Why do they want to stop children from getting medical care that has been proven to be safe and effective and helps them to live happily?
Safe and effective?
And that's why people are shooting up everything that they see with high-powered weapons as they approach their adulthood?
Yeah. It's not safe and effective.
No,
it's
I don't
simply
think so.
not. I mean, and she talks about how, so parents and their children can be happy. There's many instances where they transition, and as I said previously, they transition and they realize that it has not made them happy. As a matter of fact, it's made their psychological problems worse. Oh, and guess what? They can no longer have children. And they realize that they were either going through a phase or whatever it is. So, and when she says this has been proven to work, I don't know where she gets that from. It has not been proven to work. This is more of the psychological manipulation of our children. Here's more from Pramila Jayapal.
Helps them to live. Just live. Why is the majority attacking vulnerable trans kids and raising the level of fear and hatred towards them? We should be protecting every family's right to make the decisions that they need to make for their child's well-being. And let me tell you something. What is happening on this floor and in this Congress around this issue is so incredibly dangerous. Trans kids are walking around with mace in their pockets because they are being attacked by people because the majority is insisting there's something to fear from them.
So the only thing that I fear about trans people, and I'm air quoting this, the only thing that I fear of trans people is that they've been led astray and they've been led and manipulated down this road. By the way, over 18, do whatever the heck you want.
Right.
I don't care. But under 18 is where you've got to draw the line. And I understand that there is an argument to be made, Joe, and I do understand this, where she says, I thought that Republicans were all about, emboldening parents and siding with parents and letting parents do the job of parenting. I get that. But when you see what's going on with these children and how these parents and the kids are being manipulated and they're being lied to and they're being, in my opinion, led astray by these the doctors and this culture within the medical community, this pro-trans culture within the medical community and the psychological community as well, the psychiatrists and psychologists and the medical practitioners. It is horrendous. And look, if you are 16 years old, 15 or 16 years old, and you're going down this road and you feel so positive this is what you want to do, well, then just wait another 2 years. That's all you've got to do. But allowing a kid to make these kinds of decisions when they're not even allowed to drink or drive, or don't we remember they're not even allowed to get a tattoo?
Right.
It's insanity.
We're talking about kids that, I mean, they don't know that you're still guiding them into what's right and wrong in life. And this notion that people, especially when I see moms, and unfortunately we have somebody in our family who's guiding their child toward this.
Yep.
It's very, very sad to watch. And it's just infuriating because you know that someday that person is going to turn back and say, wait a minute, this isn't everything that I thought it was going to be.
It's not everything that they were told.
Yeah.
No, you were sold a deed of goods that didn't exist. It's not like it's never going to come to fruition like today we talk about with the college education climate and the job market and all that kind of stuff. It's more so that it's an outright lie. It's not a hormone blocker. Most of the time with the little boys, so you don't want them to start growing, pubic hair and whatnot. They put them on a cancer drug known as Lupron that's supposed to kill testicular cancer cells. You don't recover from that. It is not just life-altering in the sense of the permanent damage and the psychological ramifications of it. It completely blows past all the other precedents in society. When you're 16, your curfew's 10 o'clock if you have a license.
Yeah.
When you're 17, it goes to 11. When you're 18, guess what? No one cares anymore. It's up to you to be able to make the cognitive choice with your life and be responsible for your own decisions.
Sam, just listen to Pramila Jayapal.
And I will not stick.
Gentlewoman's time has expired. Thank you.
Give the gentlewoman an additional minute.
The gentlewoman is recognized for an additional minute.
She doesn't sound very gentle.
Oh, boy.
I wish somebody would I wish a conservative would stand up and say, if she's identifying as gentle, somebody might want to tell her she's not identifying very well.
I will not stand for these kinds of attacks. The condescension that is coming from the other side. Have you talked to your constituents? Do you really know? You don't really know what you're doing.
She got her hand on her hip now, Joan.
Oh, boy.
You know what that means when she's got the hand on her hip, man.
Yeah.
She's ready to go.
Excuse me. We are represented. We are here to represent our districts, and I still believe I'm the member that gets the most votes of any member of Congress anywhere in the country. So don't tell me I don't know how to represent my district. What you are doing today, what this majority is doing today, is making life dangerous for kids.
What an idiot.
So the narcissism at the end was going to get me to crack enough, but that last line, man.
You know what? And I guess this is, this little tirade of hers is going viral. If this is the kind of thing, and again, as I said, you are what you're outraged over. All Republicans are saying, all Donald Trump is saying, and RFK Jr., All they're saying is, yeah, listen, wait till you're 18. That's it. Just wait till you're 18. And so the fact that she's trying to say that they're protecting children when it is exactly the opposite.
They are the Roblox of society.
They are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're right, Joan. By the way, did you hear that the Tennessee is suing Roblox?
Yes.
I love that. I'm trying to get
Scrimmetti?
Scrimmetti. I'm
Good.
trying to get Jonathan Scrimmetti on.
Good.
They need to get a hold of that streamer, Joan, you might remember his name, the one that they banned for exposing the predators.
Yeah,
Follow him on X. I'll find him.
Yeah, that dude is great. What he has been doing to talk about and expose what is going on Roblox. Is this Peanuts?
Sounds like it.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Very good. We are in the Christmas spirit here on WTN. You know who else is in the Christmas spirit?
Who?
Brian Wilson, because he didn't have to get out of bed so early. Hey, Brian.
Smart man.
It was luxurious not having to get up at 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I got to tell you.
I did it a lot of years, but it's hard when you do it on a short-term basis, and all of a sudden, man, I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'm happy to be with you this morning.
Yeah, you're filling
Merry
in
Christmas.
for Chris Hand.
Chris Hand coming up in just a little bit, right?
You know, I'm just reading about Greg Biffle. And, Joan, you did a great job of talking about his charitable aspects. He did a lot of things for animals and his charitable efforts. I think you could dare say his charitable efforts within, NASCAR were legendary. He reminds me of Roberto Clemente, who, remember, Brian, I know you remember Roberto Clemente, who died in a plane crash trying to help earthquake victims in I think was it Nicaragua? I think, but I could be wrong. But I mean, Greg Biffle yesterday, of course, perishing in that horrible plane crash, and just reading up on a lot of the things that he stood for, and I do understand why so many people today are focused, not only on his NASCAR victories and so forth, but with all that he stood for from a charitable standpoint.
Using his own helicopter to rescue people in the mountains of North Carolina after Hurricane Helene.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. He
did. Taking food and water to others. Yeah, he was amazing.
And I'm just reading some of this stuff. The foundation, the Greg Biffle Foundation, provided grants to hundreds of humane societies, no-kill shelters, spay-neuter clinics across the U.S., also funding medical care, supplies, and operations. His foundation, listen to this, it was so widespread, his foundation supported over 750 organizations at its peak, produced annual NASCAR Pets calendars to raise funds as well. And, I mean, it's such a tragic story. His family and he, of course, and a couple of pilots perishing in that plane crash in North Carolina yesterday. Just horrible. You see the video and you hear the story, and it is just heartbreaking. And this was a big loss for the NASCAR community. So I didn't want the show to go, end without me talking a little bit about Greg Biffle. I'm going to be honest with you, and you folks know I know nothing about NASCAR, but what I do know is good people. And Greg Biffle clearly,
he apparently was a really good guy. Yeah.
Good guy, and very charitable. And
y'all may have reported this morning. I didn't catch it, but I mean, there's a story out there that his wife texted from the plane that we are in trouble. So they had some idea something was going on before
she sent that
happened.
to her
How
mom.
tragic.
Yeah, she sent that to her mom.
To his mom. Yeah.
It's so tragic and so heartbreaking. And, there's nothing else to say about it other than he was a great guy. And it's just a horrible, horrible story, especially knowing they've got their children on board and knowing that there is something wrong. And so, anyway, prayers go out to the NASCAR family and Greg Biffle's family as well, and the entire family. All right, Brian, what do you got going on today? I need some marital advice, Brian. I need some marital advice. Joan, you can help me too. Sam, too.
Yeah, well, first, I'm going to give you the first marital advice is you probably are not going to really warm yourself up to the missus if you refer to her as the little woman.
The little woman, yeah.
And by the way, last I checked, she's about an inch taller than you are. So.
Anyway.
Before putting shoes on.
So she's been gone for like 4 days, right? So, and by the way, I believe it's a little sus when my wife decides that she suddenly has to go out of town when I've got 4 days off. I was not a happy camper.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Riker ends up with the flu. So it has been a crap show for the last 4 days. But one thing, I accidentally, can we air quote the word accidentally?
Yeah, I think we probably should in this case.
I accidentally happened to find some of my Christmas gifts.
No.
Oh, Dan, you did not.
Allegedly.
So I was so excited for one of my gifts that I went ahead, and I'm going to tell you what they are. You know what Uggs are, Joan?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So Uggs are like a shoe with like fur in it.
Total comfort.
Total comfort. So I've been wearing them around the house. I kid you not. I've been wearing them around the house for like 4 days. Now, my plan was to box them back up, including putting the little cardboard protective thingies.
Wait. I want to make sure I understand this. You found your gift, and while your wife was away, you wore them around the house?
What?
And we're going to box them back up?
And put the little shoehorn things in there and the paper and the whole thing. That's what I was going to do.
Oh,
So I did the same thing when I was 11.
Yeah, when I was a kid, there was a certain period of time where I figured out that Santa Claus lived in the trunk of my mom's car. And
yes,
that's where she hid all the Christmas
and
presents.
Suspiciously had mom's handwriting.
Back in the day, my mom used to go across the street to have coffee with the ladies, and so she would go across the street and I'd go grab her keys and find out what I was getting for Christmas. I never had, I think for years and years and years, there were no surprises as to what I was getting for Christmas.
So the investigative journalism habits developed young.
It started even then. I was a sneaky guy way back. That's right.
So I had every intention of covering my tracks.
Did she surprise you by coming home early or something?
No. But, Brian, the mind is the first to go.
Yeah,
and I totally forgot. And so she comes home.
And you're wearing them.
And, well, I wasn't wearing them. I was, but I left them like right there by the. So here's the funny thing. I left them by the door so that I would remember to put them back. But instead, she walks in and she is greeted by the shoes that she is getting me for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Good
in
job,
trouble,
Dan.
Daddy.
So now I'm in the doghouse.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
And then I said, honey, I'll put them back now if you want me to. Don't bother.
You now have something in common with Tom Brady.
It's going to be a very cold Christmas there, Dan.
Got to tell you. Anyway, but that's all fine, well and good. And I love my Uggs. There you go. Do you have a pair of Uggs, Joan?
I have fake Uggs.
Okay.
She has fugs.
Brian, I know that you do have. I know that Brian does not
there
have
are
Uggs.
no Uggs in my house.
Sam, do you got Uggs?
No.
So, super texters, tell me this, because Amy and I actually got into a little kerfuffle yesterday.
Oh, no.
Not because of the fact that I snooped in and then ended up wearing my Uggs while she was gone, but she says you're supposed to wear socks with Uggs. And I don't know if I'm going to...
I think that defeats purpose of said Uggs.
That's what I said, Brian.
No.
But then she said, well, do you want the Uggs to smell?
That's it.
Yep.
See, your foot odor will transfer to that very soft, the fur that's inside of them.
Joan, I don't have foot odor.
Oh, yeah.
My feet smell
America.
my feet smell like roses.
Okay.
You're saying your feet don't stink. Okay, I got it.
It's exactly what I'm saying, Brian.
Apparently the bathroom doesn't either after you leave, then, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along. All right, so...
you know what my husband got me?
what's that?
Yesterday, you went to the Costco.
The Costco?
Yeah, the Costco.
Yes.
And he said, do you need me to pick up anything? And our vacuum cleaner had just broken. I said, why don't you pick up another vacuum cleaner? He said, I did, and I put a bow on it for you. It'll be under the tree. What?
Oh, no. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
break it out and get all the pine needles up.
Reasonable gifts at Christmas. I like the idea, but they generally don't go over very well. But Dan, I have a different policy about Christmas and birthdays.
Okay.
If I get I don't get many Christmas presents these days because, well, my mom and dad have passed on, and my sister and I just decided we don't really need anything, and so we decided not to exchange gifts. Although I'll be with her on Christmas Day down in Birmingham with her family and my niece. But if I get a present, I open it as soon as it comes in.
Do you really?
Why wait? I mean, I am an adult, and I don't have to wait if I don't want to.
There you go, Brian.
I'm not a kid anymore. You can't make me wait till Christmas Day.
That's
okay,
right.
now,
make me.
I may have waded into something that I didn't mean to wade into. People are telling me that Uggs are for women. Now,
and Tom Brady.
Can you? No, hold on.
I wasn't going to go there, Dan.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
They make Uggs for men, don't they? Because Amy didn't tell me that these are only for women.
Well, they make them for men, but are those men straight? Who knows?
Oh, dear Lord.
I've seen Harry Styles wear a dress, so
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there you go. Well, first of all, I think they do make Uggs for men, and they're in black, so that's a very manly color.
Oh, yeah.
In clothing.
Dan.
Whatever. All right, so Sam has given me a gift.
You are confident in your masculinity, though, so there's no problem.
Sure, Brian. I'm confident no one else is. Moving right along. All right, I thought that was funny. So Sam has actually given me a gift. He presented this to me, Brian, with the following statement, don't be mad. So I'm going to go ahead and open this on the air. He says he did this not only for the bit, but also because he wanted to get me something. I don't know what it is.
So I recall hearing that one of your favorite pastimes of things is a certain brand of... I start unwrapping. Come on. Certain brand of treat.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He is... Go ahead.
Comically large box of Hostess cupcakes.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Good
baby.
job.
Well, you should notice what's taped to the front of it first.
Taped to the front of it is... Oh. Can I say what it is?
Yeah.
I don't want to get arrested.
I bought them here.
Okay. He also got me some gummies. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy the chill of the pineapple rosin gummies, and then I'll have the munchies, and that's where the cupcakes come in. Okay, very
16
good.
count. There's over 2,000 calories in that box alone.
Very good.
Stay out of the hot tub when you do all this.
Oh, yeah. I was in the hot tub over there. I know Brian. Okay, so just so we're clear, Brian gets uncomfortable when I talk about me being in the hot tub.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I've never understood why.
He probably visualizes things.
There was that time. Remember, Brian, when you were at mornings and I would do that 8:35 thing? And one of the big stories, thank you, Sam, by the way. One of the big stories was that hot tubs were now going to be all over the city, on wheels, hot tubs on wheels.
Hot tubs on wheels, yeah.
And I wanted to do a whole big thing about how Nashville's morning news, and it would be, I forget, Chris Webber and Weaves and me and you, we could be in a hot tub and go all over Nashville as a big promotional thing. You got uncomfortable.
It's a horrible idea, and it's just a little uncomfortable, quite frankly. I prefer to be in my hot tub either with Cabana Wife or by myself, and I don't need a lot of other people in my hot tub.
I'm sorry that you have so many hang-ups, Brian, but it's cool. I'm totally kidding.
It would basically just be a pot of man soup rolling around.
Yeah, I do. It's just first of all, I wouldn't get into a hot tub that is used
somebody
by
else has used
countless numbers of people. Yeah. Oh, it's just that's just a cauldron of bacteria. I'm not getting involved in
with
it. But
you.
I don't know. I haven't seen that thing in a while. Is it still around?
No, I don't think it's a deal. By the way,
were probably lawsuits.
By the way, my Amazon driver is apparently a listener. As your Amazon delivery guy, you should be ashamed of yourself. Thank you, Amazon driver at 0589. By the way, are we doing Jones too?
Yeah. Samta struck this morning.
Samta.
Very nice.
All right, so I got this. There's a nice little candle, apple cinnamon, Love.
Well,
In fact,
and you know, both of these gifts kind of go together. That's kind of my thought process.
I see.
So when you
Okay.
light the candle, you should pour yourself out a little splash
Oh, here we go. A little splash. It's very well wrapped.
in cherubim seraphim wrapping paper.
Nice.
Maker's
what
Mark.
is it?
Maker's Mark.
What is it?
Bourbon.
You bought bourbon?
Yeah.
I do like to enjoy a little splash on the rocks.
Do you know the worst Christmas fail I've ever done? I gave an alcoholic wine years ago.
To somebody who doesn't drink anymore.
Right.
Oh, geez.
That was awkward.
Dan.
Well, somebody gave me wine and I regifted it to her, and I had no idea that she was an alcoholic. So she opens this, and the great thing is this was like we're all like in a circle and we're exchanging gifts, and I of course gave her wine. She was a sophisticated kind of person. The awkward silence of when I gave her the wine, and finally somebody said, "You know who it was? It was Dr. Laura." Now Dr. Laura's not the alcoholic. But it was when I was with Dr. Laura, there was somebody on the staff who was an alcoholic. So she's like, Dan, she's an alcoholic. Why would you give her wine? I said, I had no idea. I never, ever lived that down. Oh, it was so funny.
So I have a similar story, sort of similar. I went to Glenn Beck's house one Christmas, and he's an alcoholic as well. So, no bottles of wine. So we bought one of those rosemary plants. Did you ever see those for Christmas? Yeah, so we bought a rosemary plant. I thought it was a really cute gift for them. We bring it. They had already had rosemary plants all the way up the steps, like decorated and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, there goes my present. So
I think that Joan told that story just so that she could drop the name Glenn Beck.
I did.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I was at Glenn Beck's house.
Made homemade hot chocolate that year. It was so good.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
What were we supposed to do? Oh, you want to do real quick our Christmas bumper musics?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've got one
Did
for
you pick one? Good.
All right, so Brian, you go ahead and you go first, and then we're going to review ours.
All right. This is a little different. I have a lot of favorite Christmas songs, but I want you to hear this. I like Christmas surf music,
Oh, sure.
Oh.
and this is me.
This is you playing the.
This is me playing every instrument you hear.
Is that you playing the bass, or is that artificial intelligence?
No, I'm playing the bass. I'm playing, it's a drum machine. But other than that, the guitars and all of that's me. From a CD that I did years ago called Lump of Coal.
Lump of coal.
And then I get after it.
How many takes?
Oh, well, I don't do it the way the Nashville Cats do, where they go in and do it in one take.
Pro Tools is a great thing, isn't it, Brian?
This is hours and hours of me trying to get it right.
I like it though. Turn it up, Sam. You know what, Brian? When I'm high on my gummies and eating the cupcakes, I'm going to listen to "Lump of Coal" by Brian Wilson.
He'll be attempting to surf in his hot tub.
This is like stoner music.
Yeah.
I put this up right there next to like Pink Floyd.
Yeah, well,
Dan will be out for another 4 days now.
Dude. I'll be taking my Uggs and slamming them on my head and said, I'm so stoned, like Jeff Spicoli. See how that whole thing went around? All right, whatever. 8:55, and we don't have time, I think, to review all of our other ones because we cannot miss spots or commercials. Brian, what do you got coming up?
I'm going to be doing a lot on the Epstein files, which apparently are going to be released today.
Yes, indeed.
A great article that I found saying how you should look at these files with some skepticism and some understanding of what might be in them, and we'll get into that.